Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this installment of the Dads on Wrestling. I am J.J. Williams, the Renegade of Wrestling.
I'm Jeff Meacham,
And
Jeff Meacham. Yeah, exactly. You're not. Ha.
And this week's topic actually comes from a tweet that I got on Twitter
Yes,
at
you did.
ROWJJ Williams
You did.
from my good buddy J.P. Mayer.
Ah. Okay.
And he wants to know if we ran TNA. A loaded question, I know.
Yeah.
If we ran TNA, what would we do?
I'll
I'll go ahead and let you start first. Try not to completely eat up all the camera space, Jack.
I would tell Vince, buy it and count my losses. Whatever. No, I'm kidding. I would definitely re-emphasize the X Division. I would take a good portion of the Knockouts division and send them on their way with pink slips, including Velvet. Keep the girls that can work, hire girls that can work, and seriously, make a Knockouts division what it had promised 4 years ago. Girls like Gail and Kong and Taylor Wilde to a certain extent, and girls of that, Daphne when she was still working. Girls like we had on the prediction show last week, Tara Calloway, people like that. Seriously. The X Division is doing better. There's more caliber talent, but they need to do more, way more. As far as the tag division is once again in trouble because Inc. keeps jobbing to Mexican America. Beer Money's gone, and who else is there? As far as good, solid tag teams that have been around for a minute. And if I'm wrong, let me know, and I'll correct myself next show.
We still have the machine guns. Saban's been out with an injury, which is why the machine guns haven't been around.
Right, they're not even having Shelley on TV at all either. He could be in the X Division.
That's true. He was on there for a minute when they were building up to Destination.
Yeah, but Saban's hurt, and
they may just be keeping Shelley waiting for Saban to come back.
Which I guess that makes sense. But, to have a caliber X Division wrestler just sitting there with his thumb in his ass, it's a waste of time and money.
I agree.
Heavyweights. Kurt, retire. Joe, either move on or step it up. And granted, that's a lot of TNA's booking, but they booked him like that because he's got a big mouth. Made no bones about the fact that he wanted to go. Much like John Morrison in WWE. Opened his big mouth too much, now he's in trouble. Whoever beats Crimson better be really good. I'm not talking like Matt Morgan or, some bullshit like that. Have the world champion be the guy to take Crimson down. Bobby Roode.
But hasn't Crimson already gone over Bobby Roode?
Don't remember. But now that Bobby's...
I'm pretty sure he did during the Bound for Glory series.
He possibly did, but now Bobby is the guy. And the guy should not lose relatively soon. Should Crimson's streak end soon? I don't think so. I'm not big on Crimson. You guys know that. But for me, if it's going to be a loss, it's got to be against somebody like Bobby or AJ or somewhere in that upper echelon. Kurt Angle even. When he comes back. Although this is going up after the prediction show, which means, not to ruin your day, Kurt's already back. So, I know you're walking off, sorry. I didn't say what he did. I didn't say what he does, but he's back. So, have Kurt...
I had to throw one of those in there because it's been a minute since we've been able to do a walk.
It's true, because we've been so good with you.
Hashtag bringing it back.
Oh, wow, there you go. I did the facepalm last week on the show, so we're slowly bringing gimmicks back. Slowly but surely.
Just like we brought back the Long Beach Clothing Company.
That's right, we did. We are back here, and we love it here. Even Tara liked it here. That was awesome. She got some good shirt out of that. That was awesome.
Let me Barry Horowitz myself for suggesting that we invite her down here since she was in town anyway.
She loved it, and she will be on the show. She'll be on RSI next month, or this month, whatever month it is. She'll be on before the big match of the winter. Talk more with her. But yeah, and behind the scenes, send Russo packing. Hogan has shown in the last couple weeks or so, as long as he's not on TV, it's okay. His business has picked up a little bit. It's gotten a little bit better. A little bit. As long as that's his influence and not Russo's, fine. If Russo's doing it, shit, keep it. I doubt it's him. I think it's Hogan and Bischoff and their powwow, if you will. That's what I would do.
Okay. I'm actually going to commend you for not being as long-winded as I thought you were going to be. Or as short-winded as I thought you were going to be. Because it's either going to be one extreme or the other.
Yeah. If it was me, I'd be like, you know what, just fire everybody, sell the company, and count your losses. But that's me.
Now, see, to piggyback off of what you said a little bit, I would pretty much fire everybody.
Oh.
And I would start completely fresh. Now, don't get me wrong, there are some guys on the roster that I would retain their services for. But I would sign fresh contracts, probably pay cuts from what some of them are getting right now.
Seriously.
And for those that I think are worth more, I'd give pay raises to. But I would completely wipe the slate clean and pretend like we are in June 2002 again and start from the ground up. I would make the guys that have been there a minute, haven't gotten their just due, finally get their due. You know, I have made no bones about praising TNA for doing what WWE couldn't do with Matt Morgan and building him and pushing him and making him a viable wrestling contender.
A threat to any championship he goes.
Why the fuck hasn't he had the gold yet?
If not the world title, what about the TV title? Make that worth something now that Robbie.
You know, I would go back to what brought the X Division to the dance. There are a ton of guys on the indie circuit that would be doing great things in the X Division right now. You know, like you said, if Saban is injured, if AJ's not focusing on the X Division, if they're keeping Shelley off TV, I don't give a fuck about Jesse Sorensen. I don't give a fuck about Zima Ion. Exactly. I would be bringing in some of the X Division talent that we see in the indies out here. And I know that some of y'all have seen on the indies on the East Coast, because some of these guys really do get around.
Why in the world did they fire Jay Lethal, first of all?
Seriously.
Seriously.
Why wasn't Jay Lethal rehired when Macho Man passed away? Nothing else, but for a short-term run, bringing back Black Machismo to pay homage to his idol.
Instead we got CM Punk wearing Macho Man tights, which granted was funnier than shit, but still.
You know? So the X Division I would make mean something. How Kid Cash should be the champion right now. Christopher Daniels should be the champion right now. Frankie the Future Kazarian should be the champion right now. I love me some Ado. Austin Aries is a hell of a talent.
Yes, he is. Always has been.
Not enough time in the company to be champion.
Nor Kendrick.
Yeah. I would have Jerry Lynn fighting in the X Division 1. If nothing else, to be the guy that is making these guys.
And how about the guy that Jerry Lynn has feuded with basically his entire career? Can you imagine what would happen if they turned RVD loose in the freaking X Division match?
Unfortunately, I don't think RVD would qualify anymore now that they fucking put weight limits on it.
That's true. That's
which
fucked up.
I'd abolish, because it wasn't about weight limits. It was about no limits. You could have a fat man like Jeff in the X Division as long as he could keep up and not get blown up. That's why Samoa Joe was such a great X Division competitor. He's a big old Samoan, but he had the X Division mentality. Tag division, you're absolutely right. They have like no division now. You have Inking, you have the Machine Guns, who half of which are injured, and you've got Mexican America, over on the other side.
Aren't they in WWE now, Mexican America?
Yeah, seriously. I've seen that too. You know, what the hell? No, wait. This is This is WWE we're talking about. It's LWO.
Oh, good point. Good point.
Because they own the rights to that.
That's right.
But
I'm going to break this wall and fall. Shit.
The tag team division needs to completely be overhauled.
Non-existent, man. Ridiculous.
You've got so many great wrestlers on the roster that don't fire Kurt Angle. Put him in a tag team with somebody.
Like who? Just out of curiosity.
Matt Morgan. Your Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle and the Blueprint Matt Morgan can call themselves the Red, White, and Blueprint. Sounds a little corny, but it just came off the top. Let an experienced guy like Angle make Matt Morgan. This is much the same thing I've been talking about that the WWE needs to do with John Cena for a minute. Take him out of the main event spotlight, put him into a tag team, not a fluke couple week tag team like Cena Michaels, Cena Batista, Cena Miz, Cena Rock. Put him in a long-term tag team. Instead of Awesome Truth, it should have been Cena and Truth, and Cena could have gone back to his freestyle ways.
Things that make you go,
But use some of these WWE, been so programmed, TNA heavyweights to build talent. Don't completely get rid of Steen. Steen is a huge asset.
Sting is great at what he's doing.
Put Steen in a tag team with somebody.
I personally like Sting as he is right now as the director of authority.
So do I. But if Steen is going to insist on continuing to get in the ring, do it in a tag team. That way, the entire team doesn't have to be centered around him. He can kind of do what Andre did when Andre was hurt. Just kind of chill on the ring apron, watch his partner work, get the hot tags, hit the Steiner splash, hit the Scorpion Death Drop, the Scorpion Death Lock. Hit all those Steen 5 moves of doom, if you will. And then once they get in the back, Steen can go, okay, here's where you need to work on. This was good. Step your game up here. And help these guys get better. Jeff Jarrett, great businessman. I love Jeff Jarrett. Jeff Jarrett does not get the credit he deserves. But he shouldn't be chasing the championship.
Shouldn't he be a Mexican champion?
He should be a team with somebody. Seriously. And then, like you said with the knockouts, oh my God, you've got Gail, you've got Nikki, you've got Winter, you've got Tara. Why am I naming ex-WWE divas?
Because at the end of the day, they can produce.
They are the heart and soul of your knockouts division right now. You've got Angelina, who's a decent worker. You've got Sarita and Rosita, who are decent workers.
Sarita more so.
And that's about where it stops.
Madison can be when she chooses to be.
But you can't go for 50-50 bullshit. If you're going to have a division, it needs to work. Bottom line. So, just like I said about the X Division, you hit the indies. You got Christina Von Eerie. One match. So far.
And a tag match at that. It wasn't even a showcase for the knockouts. It was just a tag team title defense.
That she was on.
That she lost. Her team lost that.
But you got Christina Von Eerie. You've got Allison Danger on the indie circuit, who would do big things for TNA.
Half the girls are wild.
Seriously. You got Tara Calloway, who we had last week.
Yeah.
Would be great in TNA. So, that's basically what I would do. I would wipe the slate clean, and start over.
Yeah.
Thank you, JP Meyer, for that suggestion.
Yes, sir.
What would the fans do? Let us know in the comment box. And until next week, for Jeff, I'm the Renegade here in Long Beach Clothing Company. See you next time.